It's good, y'all. What up, Jules? All right, so we here. I'm just going live, doing this live. Anybody want to check it? Y'all can check it. Also recording it. We out here, but I'm about to break fast. Ended up doing 111 hours. I started Sunday night at 10 o'clock and ending today at 1 p.m. 111 hours. I'm a Life Path 1, so for me, I was just listening to my body, and it just seemed like it worked out best that way. I actually made a bone broth, to break this water fast. This was probably the hardest part of the fast because I made this last night. It was cooking for about 16 hours on the stove, and the aroma just had me like, it had my stomach rumbling. I was ready to go. But it also, provided me an opportunity to build on more discipline. Um, and yeah, so, this is my fourth fast in I think I started my first one in last year in either August or September. So August or September, October, December, and then now January. And since my last one in December, I have not eaten refined sugar, no desserts, and not even a craving for it, which is awesome because that was one of my, downfalls was late night snacking. You smoke, you go eat, and it was pretty bad. So not having those sugar cravings is one of the biggest benefits. And I'm not saying everybody gets this, but that's one of the biggest benefits that I've received from doing this fasting. And what I recommend for people is start slow, start intermittent fasting. Don't rush into anything. Listen to your body. Some people, this is super easy. A lot of people get lightheaded. It takes a lot of time to get headaches. So this is something you don't want to just dive into. This is something you want to stick your foot in the pool and figure out how to figure it out and work in. And then you can start really listening to your body. But this is a full reset every time you do this. And for me, it's a lot about discipline. I want it for discipline. I want to make sure when I eat, I'm eating because I need it. My body needs the nourishment. I'm also trying to train myself to eat earlier in the day. And I need that discipline because a lot of times I'm out at night. My friends are eating, smoking, doing all this, and I don't want to get caught up in that. So I need the discipline. This really helps me with that. The biggest part of it is autophagy, though. Autophagy is when your body starts to take out all of the cells that it doesn't need. You create stem cells. I have shoulder pain from surgery and just from injury on this side as well. And so it's, how can I help my body to continue to heal itself? So, I look young, but I'm 52, and I want to make sure that as I get older, as my age starts to progress, I'm not deteriorating at a faster rate. And I think it's important, for all of us. This is why I share these things, because I got a lot of friends. In 2024, I had 6 friends in the 50-year range pass away from things that most of them could have prevented if they would have had better diets, took care of themselves, took care of their health. And I don't think all of us do that. And a lot of times we take this stuff for granted. I don't think we should. And so I try to be an example of showing how I work on myself. And I'm not saying all of this is going to work for you. Don't copy exactly what I do, but maybe there's some things that inspire you to take that journey and start looking into it for yourself. It's super important. Chiba Chiefs, what up? And, again, we all have a different path. I love to cook also, and I know how to cook pretty well. So that helps with doing this. I get to cook for myself more now. But also this, fasting provides a lot of mental clarity. And, at this time, there's a lot of chaos going on right now, right? And we need balance. And this year, my theme is chaos and balance, right? So the chaos might be our inner minds. Our minds are going all over the place. Fasting helps to release a lot of that. The chaos may be the outer world, all the things that we can't control, that we want to control so badly, but we can't. And so how do we live with that? We need to find balance. The balance to me comes from knowledge of self. It comes from our inner work, the things that we do internally. And once we get our minds and understand the relationship of mind, body, and spirit, we can start to build a stronger relationship with all. And then we can experience the outer world in a much different way. We're not feeling like the world's coming at us. The world's just there for us. And we can pick and choose how we respond. Another thing I forgot to mention, I fasted from two other things besides food. I fasted from sex and orgasm in general, so no masturbation, no sex. And then I also I'm fasting from cursing. I'm doing my best to remove cursing from my vocabulary. I feel that I have to transcend my opinion. And though I feel people should accept us for how we are and who we are, if there's things that we could change to make our interactions with other people better, and especially if I'm somebody who wants to inspire others to find their path, if I'm cursing all the time, sometimes people feel that's anger. Some people feel it's childish. Some people just don't enjoy it. So I don't know if I'll fully ever get rid of it. But I want to be way more conscious of how and when and why, because I don't want to be reactive, right? I want to be able to process and then respond to anything that I come in contact with. And to do that, I feel like taking cursing out is another way of, just removing a reactive part of my nature. And so it's nothing crazy. I'm not going to go nuts on myself. But the funny thing I did was put a rubber band on my wrist. So every time I curse, I snap it. And now I don't know if y'all probably can't see it, but now I got a line right here because I keep messing up. But I'm actually hungry, so I'm going to start. I'm actually going to start with the bone broth. This, is supposed to line your stomach a bit, help you to be able to digest everything here afterwards. Well, here, let me take a sip. A little spicy, actually. That peppercorn came through. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about everything I put in here, and I can literally taste it all. The bay leaf, the onion, the carrot, the peppercorns, a little bit of salt, but then all the flavor of the beef, the bones. And that's another beauty of fasting. I love food. I love food. Sometimes, though, I get a little bit overexcited and eat too much, and I don't slow down and enjoy it. Fasting really helps me to slow down, put all this stuff into perspective, and be grateful, right? And love and gratitude are two words for me that I try to inject into everything that I do, every thought, every action, every word, all this response, because I love being alive. And I'm grateful for all the things I've been able to do and accomplish. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my peoples, all of that. I'm grateful for to learn everything I get to learn, whether it's uncomfortable or exciting and awesome. It's all there for us to enjoy and learn from. And so fasting does wonders for us. All right, so that's bone broth. I'm actually going to put that recipe up as well. So y'all get a recipe for how I made this bone broth. I got some fruits: grapefruit, orange, kiwi, avocado. Got some lemon as well. Lemon helps to just all kinds of nutrients. Add some extra, and obviously there's citrus in all of this as well, but just adding a little bit extra. The other thing I'm doing for the first time, I haven't done this before. I don't even know if I like sardines, but sardines provide so much positive fats and, so omega-3s. These are also, make sure they get wild caught. You don't want to get farmed. You don't want to get any of that. Make sure they're wild caught, and it says where. This brand is called Wild Planet. I'm not sponsored by them. I just happened to find them. And this one it's in extra virgin olive oil, which is incredible for our brains, for our overall heart health, for our cholesterol levels. And also with cholesterol, I'm gonna struggle with my doctors right now because my cholesterol level kind of goes up. I haven't been in a second, but they're always trying to like tell me, oh, I need to lower my cholesterol. It's dangerous. It's this, it's that. But our brains need cholesterol. So a lot of the times when people get like dementia and Alzheimer's, they lack the cholesterol. And my mom is dealing with Alzheimer's right now. My aunt and my vovó, my grandmother, passed away from Alzheimer's. So it's not something I terribly worry about because I think it's more on the female side in my family. But at the same time, I want my brain active and I want it healthy. So not only do I do all kinds of brain games and things of that nature, I want to make sure I'm getting the good cholesterol, you know? I want this to be something. So I'm trying these sardines out. I'm going to see what's good. Hold on, what y'all saying? I appreciate you, Chief. I fast 12 hours every day, but need to go harder. I mean, if you can, get to like a 16-8 or an 18-6 on that intermittent fasting. And then it'll be easier to get into a 24, 36-hour water fast and things of that nature. But just go slow. It's listen to your body. That's the only thing I can really tell y'all is like the fasting for me, that clarity they talk about, everybody talks about clarity with fasting. The clarity is listening to your body. Our bodies are the best doctors that we have because no doctor can go inside of our bodies and understand how we feel the same way we can. They could put all kinds of machines on us and put things like, you know, microscopes and all kinds of other things inside of it, go see or this or that. It's not the same as us being in tune, and our bodies are what truly heals us. Like, we're not supposed to eat. Imagine like when we were in tribes, right? And, you know, thousands of years ago, you think we were eating 3 meals a day? We were eating when we could, and we were probably stronger back then, you know what I'm saying, than we are now. In this country, even though RFK just changed the diet thing, I still don't fully believe in it. There's so much processed food. And then our health is a business. They want you on prescription drugs. They want you to be a custody on all of that. Our healthcare system isn't set up for us to be healthy. I use our healthcare system for the technology, honestly. Like that's really all I use it for. I use it to go get checkups, blood tests, that kind of thing. If I have an injury and I need surgery, unfortunately I've had like 4 or 5 surgeries, like that's what I go to the doctors for. Other than that, I'm right here. Like, I'm cooking for myself. I'm trying to get my son to stop eating, you know, the stuff he eats and Bill. But, you know, younger kids, it's hard to tell them, just like, you know, telling us when we were younger. We didn't believe all of that. What do you mean? We live in the USA. It's the greatest country in the world. But now we're seeing this past year how bad this country really is. So now think about all the stuff that they put into our foods. Because if they have a what's it called? A population that's lazy, lethargic, the brain fog, they can't think. How much easier are they to control? We get on this mode, we get back to earth, get in tune with nature, ourselves. That's the most important nature we need to be in tune with. It's ourselves. Yes, we're part of nature. You know? Taste some of this kiwi. I mean, your taste buds are just alive after the fast, yo. It's like, this to me, honestly, this is the best part. This is like, you know, this is like a Michelin star, but it's just fruit. It's just, you know, things that are easy to eat. I don't even like kiwis like that. That's like the best kiwi I've ever eaten. Oh. Yeah, man, and the presence that you get from fasting, that creates gratitude as well. That cultivates gratitude. And it's like you feel like you wanna, or you think you're gonna wanna just like eat all of this right away. But honestly, once you start eating, your body still has to get used to everything. So it's actually telling me to go slow. Like it's like, don't eat too much. Usually if I see all this, well, I'll knock all this out easy. Oh, it's fruits and you know, let's just go. But it slows you down, man. That appreciation, that gratitude. Oh, these guys, protein in here. I've been loving eating these with just a little bit of salt. And this brand is called Redmond. This is real salt. They tell us don't eat salt, right? Bad for us, high blood pressure, all this. Obviously, everybody's different, so you gotta be careful with your intakes. But this is actually electrolytes. So like when I go to the sauna, when I go to the bathhouse, we put salt in the water and drink that, right? And that helps to replenish us. That helps to give us energy. That helps to hydrate us, right? Because just plain water doesn't actually do it. There's not a ton of benefits. I know they say drink water, but there's not a ton of benefits for us to drink water. We actually don't really process, we don't really absorb all of the water that we drink. I actually got my water bottle that I have that I use actually alkalizes the water. So, that helps to absorb, that helps us to get some, better hydration from regular water. I do highly recommend getting into electrolytes. Taking electrolytes regularly, super important for your hydration. Helps with energy, helps with focus, clarity. So I actually, there's a brand, it's called, I think it's called Relight that I use. It's actually, I think it's Redmond's electrolyte brand. So, I got a guest over here. You're not breaking fast, buddy. What? You ate already. Don't look at me like that. See him? Trying to get in. But yeah, man, so that's, the basics of why I fast. And, this has become a regular thing. I don't know if I'm on a schedule. I will say I'll probably end up fasting at least four times a year. My goal before, I was trying to get to a 21-day fast. I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I'm going to listen to my body. I'm going to see where it takes me. And just as I need to, I'll fast because, I want my inner world to be as strong as it can. So my outer world. Plus, I already got great skin, knock on wood. But that definitely helps with that. It takes out, again, you're removing toxins. You're removing all of the things that are unnecessary. I see you, bro. There's a camera right here. I can see you right there. Stop. And, so it helps with, elasticity. It helps with, like I said, removing all of the toxins. And then, I'm going to go to the sauna on Monday, sweat more out, right? Remove more toxins. That's another one I suggest. Hot cold therapy. If y'all love taking hot showers, just end with all the way cold water for like 2 minutes. It's tough in the beginning. It's tough, period. But you get used to it. And it's what I found is more the mental part of it, right? It's the idea of, I don't want to go in there, it's so cold. Once you get in there though, it changes. And the benefits of hot cold therapy, way up here, way up here. Anything that challenges our bodies, challenges our minds, is beneficial for us. Otherwise, we become lethargic. If everything is just monotone like this, everything is the same constantly, that's when things start to deteriorate, And I'm blessed. Again, I'm 52. Most people guess I'm like in my 30s. Maybe 40s. If we ask the question, how old do you think I am? People will go into my 40s. If they guess on their own, most people guess 30s, like 35, 38, something like that. I got a son that's going to be 33 next month. You know what I'm saying? So to get that kind of compliment tells me that, I'm on the right path and I'm taking care of myself, and hearing those things. Also, for anybody wondering why I did 111 hours, I'm a life path 1. Ones for me show me alignment. They're like portals. I didn't mean to start at 10 p.m. and stop, which is a 1, and stop at 1 p.m. I was just kind of what I said. And then I realized when I looked at it, I counted the hours. I was like, whoa, that's 111 hours. That's awesome. And those kinds of things for me, as fufu or whatever y'all might think, those are the things that tell me I'm in the right direction. I'm doing the right things for me. So find what works for you. Find what is the things that make you want to do better, that make you want to feel better. And just do it. Don't be scared. Like, don't compare yourself to anyone else. But that fear is just trying something new, right? Or the fear is also finding out something you may not want to know. But what's worse, not knowing about it and not working on it to get it better. I mean, not knowing about it and it gets worse, or knowing about it and then you have an opportunity to work on it and get it better. You know? So we have to think about things that way. Life isn't easy. Life is challenging. Life is difficult. The more we do take care of ourselves, the more we understand who we are, the things that we need, the easier it is and the better it is to enjoy life. And that's what I believe I'm here for. That's what I believe my purpose is. I'm here to help serve. I'm to be of service. I'm to help people find the good within themselves and other people. And again, to get through this chaos, we need that balance, you know? So, you know, I'm here. I'm gonna keep eating. But we're rocking. I'm gonna see you on the next fast, and I'll record with y'all later. Everybody on